If you're a dog owner in Eugene, you know how amazing this city is for our four-legged friends. But to really enjoy it all, you need a dog that you can trust. So today, we're going to walk through how to find a great trainer who's the perfect fit for you both.
I mean, just picture it for a second. A nice, calm walk along the Willamette River without any pulling. Being able to relax on a coffee shop patio. Or even navigating the Saturday market with your dog just chilling by your side. That's the goal, right? And the right training is what gets you there.
So, before you even start Googling trainers, the first step is actually to look inward. You've got to get really clear on your own goals. Knowing exactly what you're hoping to achieve makes finding the right person way, way easier.
So what's on your list? Are you just starting out with a new puppy who needs the basics, like sit, stay, and good socialization? Or are you dealing with a more specific issue? Maybe it's that relentless leash pulling on your walks near campus, or the barking that you're pretty sure your neighbors are noticing.
Okay, and then you need to think about what format actually fits your life and your dog's needs. You know, some problems, like barking at the doorbell, are best solved right where they happen, in your home. But for learning to focus around other dogs, a group class might be exactly what you need.
All right, so you've got a clear idea of what you need. Now let's talk about what to look for when you're trying to find a qualified, effective trainer here in Eugene.
You're going to hear this term a lot, positive reinforcement. It sounds kind of academic, but it's really simple. It just means using rewards, like treats or praise, to encourage the behaviors you want to see. It's all about building a relationship based on trust.
And that really gets to a huge difference in training styles. You want to find someone whose methods are based on science and building that trust. You'll want to steer clear of anyone who relies on fear, intimidation, or those outdated dominance ideas, because honestly, that can create a whole new set of problems. Now, since Oregon doesn't actually require dog trainers to be licensed, credentials like these are a big deal. They show you that a trainer is serious about their professional education and that they're keeping up with the latest, most effective methods.
And of course, we've got to talk about the cost. To give you a general idea, this is a pretty typical price range for just a single private training lesson right here in Eugene. It's a good baseline to have in mind.
So here's a wider look at what costs look like across Lane County. You can see how the price changes depending on the type of service. A multi-week board and train, for example, is a much bigger investment, but for some dogs with more intensive needs, it can be a really effective option. Okay, so once you've found a few trainers that look promising, it's time to reach out. Having some good questions ready to go will help you feel a lot more confident in your final choice.
Think of this list as your guide. Asking these 5 questions is going to tell you so much about their philosophy, their experience, and how they plan to work with you. I'd pay special attention to number 5, what they expect from you between lessons, because that's where a lot of the progress happens.
This is so important to remember. The training doesn't just happen in that 1-hour class. The real magic happens when you take those new skills and start applying them out in the real world.
And that really sums it all up, doesn't it? The whole point is not to just have a dog who can do tricks in your living room, but to have a dog who can confidently and calmly handle life with you here in Eugene.
And we are so lucky because Eugene has so many great places to practice. You could start somewhere like Alton Baker Park to work on walking nicely on leash past runners and cyclists. And then, as your dog gets better, you can gradually move up to more challenging spots.
And while you're out there practicing, just a friendly reminder to be mindful of our local rules. Eugene does have a citywide leash law, so your dog needs to be on leash everywhere except in those designated off-leash areas. It just helps keep everyone safe and comfortable.
So finding that right trainer is really just the first step on a new path. Hopefully this guide helps you get started on having more enjoyable walks, calmer outings, and just a stronger bond with your dog. Whether you're at home, visiting friends, or just exploring everything this great city has to offer.